Well, good morning. My name is John Lord, and I am born and raised in Orlando, Florida. Being a native, I've seen a lot of change in Central Florida, and I'll have to say that the very vast majority of the change has been for the better. I'm blessed to have two children. I say children, they're certainly both adults. And my wife, Carolyn, we've been married for 47 years. I went into the banking business as a very young man. I remember one day, early in my career, I was called to the president of the bank's office. With trepidation, I walked to his office, and he told me that he would like me to represent him and the bank in a civic affair. And that was the beginning. I think that particular event happened to revolve around the Chamber of Commerce. But from that point forward, I was involved, I was hooked on helping our community.
You know, it's funny when you ask how long you've known somebody. I've probably known John Lord easily 35 years, maybe as long as anybody in this room except for Carolyn, who of course is the light of his life. And John was working his way through the banking industry, and that's probably how we met. And yet through those 35 years, both professionally and personally, we have traveled a road here in Central Florida, both of us being natives, of watching this community grow, and that's what John Lord is all about. He has helped this community grow in so many ways, and he has given back to it time and time again.
I know that John is a person of faith, and I think that he sees serving the community, I think he sees particularly serving children and families as, I guess, as a responsibility, as a vocation, as something that he's called to do. And of course, he's done it very well.
John was born in Orange General Hospital, and it's just amazing that he gave birth to Nemours Children's Hospital.
You can think about United Way, you can think about Bank of America, you can think about all of those things, but I personally think that we should thank John Lord, because without John Lord and his single-handed, dogged determination, we wouldn't have Nemours Children's Hospital here in Central Florida.
I believe that my most significant contribution, as I view it anyway, the Nemours Children's Hospital. The Nemours Hospital was long a dream. It was a challenge to work through the approval process to get it done. We're now here in this incredible facility that is staffed with unbelievable physicians and scientists that are taking care of the needs of our sick children in Central Florida and beyond. And to say that I'm proud of that accomplishment, which again, let me hasten to say, was not something that I did on my own. I was simply one of many that were involved in this organization being where it is today.
I think if I were to describe John in his leadership and vision for this hospital, I'd use the words world-class. You can see that commitment to not only excellence, but also just to treating every child as if they're our own family member.
And to this day, I feel a strong sense that anybody that makes their living in the community has an absolute obligation to help the community in some way. And we can all do it, regardless of how we do it. We can all do it.
You know, John's a very humble guy, so I know in his mind this is the last thing he wants to do. But for all of us that work with him and know him, we believe, and I believe, this is a very deserving award. He has put his heart and soul into our community, and most recently my experiences into Nemours Children's Hospital. What more can you ask for an individual when they're receiving this kind of award? It's a great award.
Thank you, John, for changing our community with a giving heart.
John, I want to offer, which I'm sure add my voice to the many that are congratulating you in receiving this award. But I guess what I'd really like to do is speak for the countless children, the countless families that don't have the opportunity to stand here and say thank you, because I know they're grateful. And you know, and probably the way you'd want it is that they don't necessarily know it was you, they don't necessarily know your name, but you changed their lives, and their lives are better because of what you've done. Congratulations, nobody deserves this honor more than you, and I couldn't be more proud to have known you and to have worked with you.
John, congratulations on your receiving the Lifetime Achievement Award. I can't think of a more deserving individual in our community, and I am proud to call you my mentor and my friend.
John, first of all, thank you for being my friend. Thank you for being a friend to all of Central Florida, and thank you for everything that you have done to make this a better community.
Receiving the H. Clifford Lee Lifetime Achievement Award is particularly humbling for me. You see, Cliff Lee was one of my good friends, and receiving an award that bears his name is important.